Welcome back to Sister to Sister Chat. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Denise.
And we are sisters. On this episode today, we will be talking about how to start over in life. The power of starting over.
Yes.
There's so many different reasons to be starting over in life, and we want to talk about it.
So let's talk about it.
Let's get into it. Something that you can start over in life is divorce. When you're going through divorce, you're starting over in life.
Yeah.
Literally a fresh, clean, new slate.
Mm-hmm.
You're not with that significant other anymore with how many X amount of years you were with them. You're starting over on your own. You know, you have to find yourself again. You have to find out, what do you like to do, and sometimes even find a new home. That's a whole lot to start over in life. And that's the thing. There's a power in starting over, especially if you got divorced for a good reason, a reason that benefited you in that process.
Absolutely.
You got divorced because it was beneficial to you and your well-being.
Yeah.
Then it's important for you to know that starting over is okay when you're going through divorce, and very important for you to take it right away. Take that break that you need, but jump right back in there.
Absolutely.
You got this. It's like when you're going through the divorce, figure out all the legal stuff. Once you're done with that, celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate that you're about to start over, a fresh new start. You can do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no rules or limits to what you want to do when you're going through the divorce.
Yeah, I agree, sister.
Yeah.
And some women think like, oh, I'm going through a divorce, my life is over. No, it's not.
It's not over.
You have the choice to do whatever you want to now and take advantage of every second. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be in your 50s. You could be 20-something. You could be 19. Starting over is okay, definitely when he wasn't the one for you.
Yes, he wasn't benefiting you.
It's time to move on.
Exactly. And that's the thing, too, is women take too much in relationships that sometimes divorce needs to be on the table.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes it needs to be an option. So just know that starting over, you're not alone with that. Sometimes they have groups of women who are starting over when it comes to that. But leaning on your friends and family during that time is very important, too. But yeah, going through divorce is a full-blown start, a fresh new start.
Yes.
Another start that you would have is having a baby.
Yeah, having a baby. It's a challenge. Some women have, better pregnancies than others.
Yeah.
That's okay. But baby is a blessing.
Yeah.
Some women, they need that type of love. A child has a different type of love.
Yeah.
And it'll make someone stronger.
Absolutely.
So a woman that's going through so much, their light is their baby.
Yeah.
And that's the blessing too.
Yes.
So starting over with the baby.
Starting over. And that thing too, that fresh new feeling, when the new year's coming up, you have these new year's resolutions. You're like, oh, I feel good. I'm going to start this. I'm going to start that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes these unexpected new starts happen. Like we said, divorce, or sometimes even a baby. Sometimes unexpected.
Yeah.
It happens. But it's like with those fresh new starts, it's just basically jumping into it, just knowing that, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
And then just figure it out as you go.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what we're all doing anyways.
Yeah, that's all we got. That's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah. Another thing is starting a new job. Sometimes that could feel like a lot to start a whole new job. Just new people, a new environment, new routine. If you start on a different, a few hours earlier than you usually do, or you get home later than you normally do with this new position. But just understanding there's power in starting over. Maybe that other job did not serve you, so you need to know that this new change, you need to embrace it and feel good about it.
Yes.
Make it the best it can be, because this is your new life now.
Yes.
You're not going back to your old job, and don't even feel, as though you're leaving them and you feel guilty about it. You need that new, fresh new start. It's a good feeling to start a new job, meet new people, and especially get that increase in pay, girl.
Okay. Yeah. It's good to have an increase, raise.
That raise. That raise be nice.
And then, and then, like, you get that different environment, because some environments in the workplace can be toxic.
Very toxic.
You might, have a new job, and people are so nice. And that you've been waiting for, that you've been striving for. It's worth it. So it definitely was like in a different state and stuff. That's fun.
That is fun.
So
new place to go.
Yes.
New places
to explore.
Yeah. It is a blessing. So take that new job. Start that new job and allow it to be the best experience possible. But it starts with you. You're the only one holding you back from your happiness.
Yes, you're
the only one holding you back from your true happiness. So remember that when you're going through all these fresh new starts.
Yeah. Also, sister, a fresh start when you're breaking up.
Yeah.
When you break up with someone, it's a downer. It's sad. You know, depending on what kind of relationship it was, you might bounce back earlier than others. But it's going to be hard. But the thing is, thank God you're out of it. Because you didn't deserve that, or he didn't deserve that, or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends what kind of relationship it was, and breakups don't last forever. You know, you're gonna find your other person eventually.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is allow yourself to feel the breakup. It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
It's okay to journal your emotions. Breaking up is hard, whether you decided to end it or not.
Right.
It's hard, and some people think that if you're the one doing the breakup, that they're fine. It was easy for them to make this decision. Actually, it's the hardest decision,
the hardest one.
Because you're the one that has to pull the plug. You have to be the one that's like, I can't do this anymore. I have to leave. It is so hard.
Yes.
It's so hard, and you need to allow yourself to feel in those emotions and take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time. Give yourself some time. You know, be good and easy on yourself with that, because everybody heals differently, but you really do need to go through a healing process. That's a fresh new start, and you've been meeting new people, and that's the thing too, is take your time with that. If you're ready to jump back in right away and start dating, then do it. But if you need some time to yourself just to like, you know, get past the breakup, do that.
Yes.
Give yourself that opportunity to take that break before you jump into a relationship. It's not good to take your old issues into a new relationship. That person does not deserve that.
Exactly.
So make sure you're fully healed from that new relationship, fully done with whatever you're going through completely in that relationship. If y'all still got to give stuff back to each other, if y'all still got to sign some paperwork because y'all got properties to, like all these things that you need to do, you need to make sure that's all finalized before you jump into a new relationship.
Exactly. You don't want to bring old baggage, like you said, and that can affect your new relationship. And then it's like, why would you do that? You know, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not fair to the other person at all. Yeah. So get it together, finalize everything, like my sister said, and get all your emotions together, pray about it, and when it's time to move on, move on. Exactly. Don't mope around and be like, oh my gosh, this like, why? Yeah. You know, every day is not promised. Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, and live life to the fullest. Like, yeah, it's going to hurt because it feels as though you're losing somebody forever. But just know you still have those great memories there, but you need to move on, create new memories for your life. So, but going through a breakup is very hard. So give yourself, you know, the time to heal and allow yourself to feel the emotions, but not forever. You know, you got to move on at some point, but, you know, going through a breakup can be extremely challenging.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Also, move into a new place and get a new home. That's so exciting. It's nothing like, you know, moving into a new place and, you know, creating new memories and, you know, cherishing, you know, when you got a smaller house, now you get a bigger house or a bigger apartment that you worked so hard for. That's amazing. New car. Who doesn't want a new car? Oh, yes. You know, they got a lot of new cars, you know.
Fresh new start, fresh new ride.
Yeah. So it's like a prize. Like, I worked so hard to get to this point. I should be proud of it, and you should soak in it. You know, and make every home, you know, a good home. You know, don't bring your old, you know, baggage and feelings from your old negative home to your new home. You know, start off positive.
Fresh new start. You know, sometimes fresh new decor, fresh new furniture, just to give you that fresh new feel. Some people, like, when they move, they keep bringing the same stuff. They bring all the same couches, the same tables from like 20 years. It's like, that's okay to do, but sometimes that could just be a lot. Just get something fresh new.
Something new. You deserve it.
New. Yeah, you do deserve it. You work so hard, like my sister said, so you deserve to spend the money. Spend the money on the nice new things that you're going to enjoy in your new home.
Yeah, and watch who you bring to your new home. You know, you might bring toxic people or that toxic ex that was in your old house, y'all had a house together or whatever, and he moved out, and now you moved out. Don't bring him back. Don't bring the negativity in your new home. You know, because you're just asking for it.
Exactly, and that's the truth too. Sometimes you can't bring that negative energy. Your home's supposed to be like your sacred, calm place. So to bring negative energy into that's just ruining your peace.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin your peace. Another way to start over in life, fresh new start, is when you are an empty nester. When you're a parent, when your last child or only child is moving out, you're going to feel some type of sadness. You're going to feel like, dang, like, now what? But it's like, no, now you can live. This is your time.
Exactly.
Take it. Fall into it, go travel, you know, do whatever you want with the house, with the extra room. Just make it your own. You know, it is a sad feeling, but just know your child will come back. I think some people think when their children move out, you won't hear from them, you won't see them. You're still going to see them.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing, is like, enjoy your life. You know, you're done raising children now. You're still a parent. Don't forget that. You're still going to be a parent, you're no longer like having to, you know, track somebody. Where are you? You know, do I need to feed you? All these things. That whole thing is over. That should be a kind of a relief.
I was about to say that. Relief.
It should be a relief for you to know, like, I have an empty nester now. What can I do?
It should be also like a proud moment. Like, okay, I raised my kids to the best of my abilities. They turned out great. You know, no kid is perfect. No person is perfect, but they did a good job.
Yeah.
You know, I did a good job raising them, so I'm just gonna enjoy this and travel, do things that, because once you have a kid, you're very limited,
right,
for the things that you can do. Even if you have a partner, you know, you and your partner now can go on that cruise or take that flight to a Caribbean island or something, or the Bahamas or something like that. You know, so enjoy that empty nesting.
Another thing that you're going to have a fresh new start with is graduating high school, graduating college, med school, you know, anything that you're doing to continuing your career and your education, going back to school sometimes, like all those things are fresh new starts. You should be so proud that you're even going through those steps.
Absolutely.
And we're proud of you for even going through those steps. So
it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, but getting to that graduation, walking down the aisle and getting to the stage, walking across the stage, you know, those are moments that you should be so proud of. And when you're done, it's such a sigh of relief. Like, I did this. I went through so much to get here. Those are the moments when you're like, here comes my fresh new start, my new beginning, you know? And, you know, if you're graduating and you got a really good degree, here comes all that good money rolling in, okay? Enjoy that. Take a break. Take a vacation. Enjoy your success of graduating or going back to school. Celebrate that too, because some people don't go back. If they didn't finish something and they're older and they don't want to go back, but they did it, that's something you should be proud of, you know, and enjoy that fresh new start of what you're going through with your career. Yeah, because it's not easy. Balancing real life as an adult and going to school is not easy. So I applaud anybody that has a degree, and definitely like those, you know, hard degrees and stuff, and 4-year degrees. You know, like you have to 10 years. That's not in college. Easy. So applaud yourself, like my sister said, and you did it. You did it. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. Also, sister, getting your mental health together, you know, your physical health together. You might have did like a big, huge surgery or something that's really important for your body, and you're trying to recover. So you might have went for back surgery, and now your back is all good. Enjoy that. You know, now you don't have that hurt anymore, and you should be grateful for that. And also, your mental health. Mental health is very important. You know, we all go through things in life, and it's good to see a therapist. Or, you know, talk to a family member or your significant other, making sure you're good mentally, because that can affect your physical. It can. You know, if you're not doing good mentally, your body's gonna feel that. People don't realize that. So and even praying about it, you know, getting closer to God, that's a new start too. Fresh new start. You can always start over with God. When you're falling back, always come back to Him, because He's always going to be accepting of you, no matter what. Absolutely, sister. Yes. And that's the thing too, is like with those fresh new starts, with going through surgeries and bettering your health physically and mentally, that's important too, because you need those things to continue throughout life. Like you need your health, you need a great mindset in order to enjoy all of the great things that are coming to you in this life. Like we're just going to claim that right now. We're claiming it. All these great things are about to flow into our life right now. So it's not easy for you to start over in life, whether you're going through a divorce, a breakup, whether you're purchasing a new home, whether you're about to graduate, and, you know, after so many years of studying, and just anything that you're about to have a new, fresh new start with. Enjoy that, embrace that, allow yourself to have a fresh new start. Maybe do something to say, hey, I got a fresh new start starting, not just a New Year's resolution time frame. Like just do it at any time, just so that you keep feeling like things are new and fresh. Keep bettering your life for you. Keep starting over, because it's okay to start over. You're not alone. People start over all the time. So just know, if you need to start over, it's okay. You got this. Yes, you got this. It's not a setback. No, it's not a setback. It's just making yourself better, like my sister says. So do it. Start over. Today, tomorrow, whenever you're ready, just start over whatever you got going on. So yes. And go ahead and leave us a comment below on something that you're going to start over with, or let us know too, if you've already started over at something and how you feel, you know, when you finally accomplish that. We want to hear it down below and chat about it. So let us know your thoughts on that. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe.